In this video, I will teach you how to log in daily documentation for routine supports. What you need to do first when it's your turn to practice is open your window for THERAP. Remember, if it's timed you out, you're going to need to log back in like this. Go ahead and go to your dashboard. And then remember, if you've been timed out, you need to go back into test mode. If you have not been timed out, be sure that you have your notification at the top with the exclamation point that tells you that you are still in test mode before you begin to practice. If I want to switch to test mode, I go to Settings, Test Mode On, and here's my message telling me I'm now in test mode. What I want you to do next is I want you to go to the tab that says Individual. You're going to click on ISP Data New. And for this example, you're going to be documenting routine supports for Skip Dodge in his group home. So we're going to select Test Group Home, and then we're going to select Skip Dodge. Next, what you're going to do is find the ISP program that says Routine Data Supports Diet. Click on Routine Data Supports Diet. Just like with your objectives that you're writing for your daily documentation for skill building, this also has a part 5 of the ISP, which will tell you what to write about under routine supports. So let's go ahead and take a look at the part 5 for these routine supports before you begin documenting on them. You're going to click on the blue highlighted area, and you're then going to read through the part 5 for this objective. What you'll notice here is it's going to tell you the long-term objective. So DSPs will provide routine supports to assist me with maintaining a healthy diet. That's what we're trying to achieve in the long term. The reason for the program: I tend to undereat or become fixated on certain types of foods or drinks. It's important for me to have a well-balanced diet and remain healthy. And the frequency is that he needs help every day with this. So we know that this is something we have to document every single day. The location, we're going to work on this at home and in the community. And then the criteria for completion. How do we know when Skip doesn't need these routine supports anymore? Well, he won't need the routine supports anymore when he no longer needs support and when he's able to independently plan and follow through on a well-balanced diet. Okay, then we come down to scoring details. Remember earlier in the presentation I told you that routine supports are scored with different codes. Here are your codes. You either support, monitor, he declined, or it's not applicable. And then I come down here to my tasks. These are the 3 different routine supports that Skip has in regards to healthy diet. So the first one that we want to be aware of is that DSPs offer healthy gluten-free options at mealtime and snack time. Be sure that all other food groups are in the offerings and document what was offered and what you ate. So we're going to need to document on that portion of this routine support. We're also going to need to look at drinks. DSPs will offer me a variety of beverages other than Diet Cola and beer. Document what was offered and what I seem to prefer. And what we know about Skip is that he typically will only drink Diet Cola and beer, which can cause him to be unhealthy. So we want to introduce different types of drinks to help maintain this skill for him. At meal times, routine support at mealtime, DSP will assist me with maintaining a regular schedule of meals and snacks. I should be offered lunch and at least 1 snack every single day. Okay, now we understand what we're going to be documenting and what we need to assist, monitor, Skip with while we're on shift. The teaching method, remember, tells us how we should assist the person, the best way to get him engaged, different types of supports that he needs. Read your teaching methods because they're going to help you be most successful in supporting the individual to get that good life. All right, once you've read through all of that, remember you can just go up here and click the X out button when you're finished, and you're going to then go ahead and be ready to document your routine supports. We're going to practice documenting a routine support for whichever day you're currently taking this training. And so today I'm doing my recording for the 10th, so I'm just going to keep it on that default setting and I'm not going to change it. So just leave it on the date that it says, and you're going to come down in here to submit. Now I'm ready to do my data collection for routine supports. Remember, just like with your skill building, if I forget what I need to document, if I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing for this routine support, the part 5 of the ISP is embedded in here, and I can always click on it, pull it up, read through it again, and then just X out when I don't need it any longer. All right, so we go down to your data collection details, the location. For this scenario, we're working on these routine supports at home with Skip. So I want you to enter home. You're then going to scroll down, and here are the routine supports we just looked at on the ISP. So the first one is routine support diet. DSP offers me healthy gluten-free options at mealtime and snack time. Be sure that all other food groups are in the offering and document what was offered. For this example, I'm going to say that we supported him with that. Routine supports drink. DSP offers me a variety of beverages other than Diet Cola and beer. Document what was offered and what I seem to prefer. And on that one, I'm going to mark decline just so that you can see how that's written. Routine supports mealtime. DSP will assist me in maintaining regular schedule of meals and snacks. I should be offered lunch and at least one snack a day. And for that one, I'm going to click on monitored. When you are getting ready to do this, you're going to think about, what did I do? So you're going to come to the scoring section and you're going to think, for this routine support, did I support the person? Did I monitor the person? Did they decline, or was it not applicable? And you're simply going to select the code that's appropriate for whatever happened during the shift. Once you've selected the code that you would like to be in there, you're then going to come down and you're going to write a comment. Remember, I need to write a comment for routine supports anytime I support or assist the person, or anytime the person declines, or if the routine support was not applicable. If I monitor, I do not have to write in the comment section. So I have 2 different types of notes to write here, because for routine diet with healthy gluten-free options, I supported, and then for routine supports drink, he declined. So I have to write 2 comments for those 2 things. For monitor, I don't have to write a note for that. So just like we did in the previous video, I'm going to go ahead and write a note in here. And again, it's going to magically appear so that you don't have to sit here and watch me write. So I'll be right back in just a moment to show you what a good comment looks like. Okay, so my note has magically appeared, and I'm going to read the comment to you. It says, this DSP offered Skip gluten-free toast, orange juice, and a spinach, tomato, and feta cheese omelet for breakfast. This DSP cooked the omelet and poured the juice for Skip while he cooked the toast with verbal assistance from this DSP. So you notice that that portion of my note supported the first one, which is DSPs will offer me healthy gluten-free options at meal times. And I have all of the food groups in there, and I supported him because I cooked the food for him and I offered it. So I initiated that. He didn't just go to the refrigerator and get it himself, otherwise that would be a monitor. So I've supported in there what I did, and then a little bit further down I'm supporting what Skip did, and what Skip did is where he ate and drank different foods. So Skip ate the toast, half of the omelet, and drank a Diet Coke. So that supports where you see up here, document, we always document what we did and then what the person's response was. So this is what we did, his response was what he ate or chose to drink during that time. Then the second one, where it says drinks, we're offering him a variety of drinks or beverages other than Diet Cola or beer. He declined this one. So you'll notice in my note, I documented here that he ate half the omelet and then he drank the Diet Coke. And then I go on to explain that this DSP encouraged Skip to try the juice. And Skip said, in quotation marks, I will later. This DSP asked Skip to try at least one sip to see if he liked it. Skip took a sip and said, it's okay. And like I said, I will drink it later, again in quotation marks. So once again, you'll notice I documented what I did to run the objective as outlined, and then I documented what the response was. Your comment sections are really as easy as that. And if you use that type of format and that thinking, you should do great each time. Where it comes to meal times and monitor, I have monitor there because in my head I'm thinking in this scenario that he got up and he was ready to eat, and so we just kind of went on with this routine. I didn't have to remind him to eat. I didn't tell him it was breakfast time. It was just sort of a part of the day, so all I did was monitor him with that. Okay, well, there's your example, and now it's going to be your turn to practice. Once you are done documenting for the next practice scenario, again, you're going to click Save, and then you're going to go back to your dashboard. You're then going to come back to the remote presentation, click the arrow at the bottom of the screen, and that's going to take you to the next bit of information that you need to learn. I hope you have fun practicing this, and we'll see how you did in a little bit.